Kiwe duanyi no so ine nkezi omume Kiwe wesu garanyi anya nine oria nine nke purita kwasa mmadụ dị ndụ n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ sunele nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete mazụ nye ha sọgotụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi mara onye ebighị ebi ise mma mma dịrị gị Chineke mma mma dịrị gị Chineke.
This is not wicked word. This is not confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about the one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The river they go. The river they go. Opposite Udi. But the lucky hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver. The driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the party boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program, wherever you're joining from. Like and share the program to your family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Please, as you join us, do let us know if you can hear me right on the comment section, and let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. I want to be very sure that you can hear me before I proceed. I want to be very sure that you can hear me wherever you are watching from. Please do indicate and let me know that you can hear me. I'm waiting to see your comments on the comment section, more especially those that are watching me on YouTube, where I am hosting the program. If you are with me on YouTube, let me know if you can hear me. Confirm to me that you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, then we can proceed on the message of today. And by the way, I wish everyone a very happy Sunday. Thank you so much. Mwagugu Anthony, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mwagugu Anthony, thank you for that wonderful response. So I wish everyone a very happy Sunday. It is another Sunday for us. It is another Sunday. We have gathered once again to have our worship as Biafrans. We want to worship as Biafrans. Onyangosi, thank you so much. Onyangosi Chine Nyangwa. Yeah, wonderful name. Onyangosi Chine Nyangwa. Thank you so much for your kind response. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, I wish every one of you a very happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, more especially the Christian Biafrans. Those are Biafran brothers and sisters that are Christians. You know, we have different religion in Biafra land, officially. Don't forget, we have 3 official religions in Biafra land. We have Christianity, we have the traditional religion, and we have the Jewish religion. These are the 3 official religions that we have in Biafra land. But today being Sunday is a special day for the Christians. So all my Christian friends that are watching, every one of us that is a Christian, I wish you all a very happy Sunday. I can understand we are all in different time zones. So wherever you are, I greet you according to your own time zone. I know some people must have gone to church and come back. Some are still in the church, some on their way back, and some are still preparing to go to the church. Whichever where you fall into, do not forget to remember Biafra in your prayer. Do not forget, there is one important assignment that you and I have. Praying for Biafra every blessed day. Every single opportunity we have, we pray for Biafra. Thank you so much, my beloved brother S.O. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. One of the strong pillars of this very platform is always there morning, evening, afternoon. I appreciate you, my beloved brother S.O. Thank you so much for joining. So everyone that have joined, please like and share so that others can get the notification and join us, because most of the time the algorithm does not push our notification. It is affecting every one of us, and when we come online, people will not know that we are there. So when you join us, you help us to share the program, you like and share. That will help other people to join and know that we're here. So my fellow Biafrans, we have come this morning, evening, afternoon, according to your time. And I appreciate every one of you. As I have said before, wherever you are, always remember to pray for the United States of Biafra, a country that has been declared on the 29th of November 2024. We are no longer supposed to be controlled or managed by the Zoological Republic. On the 29th of November 2024, we all had a very high hope with high expectations. We had joy. There was celebration across Biafra land. Celebration even among those who did not believe in what we are doing. When they saw that very declaration, they were all amazed. And many took up a decision to have a rethink and join. But unfortunately, the enemy, as we know, Pharaoh will never stop fighting. Pharaoh continued to fight the children of Israel, even at the point of their entrance into the promised land. Pharaoh was still chasing until the river Jordan became a stumbling block and destroyed all of them. So the same thing is happening to us. Even after we have marched, declared, with happiness and joy celebrated, as soon as we left the environment to go into our land, disruption starts. Attacks started from right, left, and center from all corners. And since then, it has not been easy for any one of us. We cannot deny the fact that we have been slowed down very, very much. We have been slowed down. You and I, if we can tell ourselves the truth, we know that our expectation is much more higher than what we are seeing today. Our expectation is not where we are today. Every one of us that is here, we know what we are facing. So my brother also is asking, why do you have that explosion behind you? What is the significance? Are you coming with some explosive knowledge today? Are you changing the mood to the explosion positively? 29th November was explosive. My beloved brother, it is what it is. It is what it is. And that is why we are here. Once we come, everything you see in the platform will mean one thing or the other to different kinds of people, depending on how the people want to make use of it. You know, we are speaking to the world. We are speaking to the world. We are not just speaking to ourselves. We are speaking to those who doesn't know what is happening. So we try as much as possible to create a situation that will draw somebody's attention, and the person will pay attention to what we are doing to find out what is happening. That is for somebody who doesn't know what we are all about. Looking at that very explosion, he wants to pay attention to know what is going on. And for those of us who are Biafrans, there has been a lot of explosive events from the declaration to the rest things that are happening to what is going on in Biafra land today as we speak. In fact, every part of this very journey today is explosive. So my fellow Biafrans, we must have to try as much as possible to create attention. Anything that we will do to draw the attention of the people to where we are and what we are doing, we will do that. Anything that we will do to make the message sink into the heart of the people, we are going to do that. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching the program from, we should understand that we are facing a very, very formidable enemies. They are from different angles, from different times, from different zones, and we must not allow them to succeed. We must not allow them to succeed. Just as I was saying, every one of us had a great hope on the 29th of November 2024. I can bet you every single Biafran that genuinely was seeking for Biafra, that was the happiest day in this journey so far. Throughout the entire journey, that was the happiest day of this journey. And seeing the kind of joy and attention that that declaration brought that day, the enemy have not rested. The enemy unleashed every single arsenal in their disposal. They unleashed every single arsenal. Everything that you can think about are ready to work against you, fight against you, and to stop you, and to delay you. In as much as they know that they cannot stop us, it is all about delay. And because of that, they have activated every single tool they can activate. They have activated everything to see that we continue to be in a place marking time without going forward or going backwards. They have employed more propagandists. They have introduced more blackmailing system. They have brought so many other things to distract us in this very journey. But I bet you, those of us who know why we are here and know what we are looking for, we know that it's just a question of time. It's just a question of time. When the right time comes, we are going to make a great statement and we're going to walk into our land without seeking permission from anybody. Without seeking permission from anybody, we are going to walk into our land. So wherever you are today as a Biafran, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiam to continue to stand strong in the midst of all these devastations around us. Each and every day you go on the media, you will see reasons to get worried. Each and every day you go to different platforms, you see reasons. Before I come online, I just saw a post that was made by the lawyer of our supreme leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Aloy Ejimako. Aloy Ejimako made a post, and in that post, he said that every Biafran should be a content creator at this particular time. And he went ahead to bring the dictionary meaning of content creator so that people do misunderstand it. Sometimes when we talk about content creators, people normally misunderstand us and they put us outside what we are speaking about. So he made that statement that people should not misunderstand what it means when we talk about content creating. That was why he went ahead to give that very meaning of content creator in that post. And when I saw that post he made, it really caught my attention. Because, you know, everything at this point matters. Everything we say matters. And we need to be paying attention to every single information we see on the ground. Because at this time, we need to apply everything. Because our enemy is equally applying every strategy. They are not leaving anything behind. The only people that are somehow lazy are even us. We are the ones that are lazy. Our enemies are not lazy at all. Even while some of us are busy gossiping, blackmailing, and all whatnot, our enemies are more than focused, doing what they think will help them in their cause. And that is why when I saw that post that was made by the lawyer of our supreme leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, I was really, really impressed. And I'm trying to see if I can bring up that very post. I want to bring up that his post so that we can be able to look at it and also learn from it. Because at this point in time, everything is very, very important. You must not ignore anything at this point. We must not ignore anything. It doesn't matter how little it is. It doesn't matter how big it is. Everything must be looked at. So if you see the post that I placed there, it was made by the lawyer of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the post reads, he said, random thoughts, hashtag Ndi Igbo. Random thoughts, hashtag Ndi Igbo needs more content creators to educate, inform, inspire our people to fight injustice in high places. I am proud to be one. Thanks to Elon Musk, the others who created the platform. This very post is important and it is touching. You see, and he went ahead to show the meaning of content creating. You know, sometimes this is one of the things they use to discourage us. Sometimes people will come and call you content creator, and some of us take offense. When somebody call you a content creator, it is not an insult. When somebody call you content creator, it is not an insult, but most of the time, many of us take it as an insult. Those of us who are in this freedom fighting, we are also creating content, and we can be referred to as content creators. That does not take away our freedom fighting spirit. It doesn't take away our freedom fighting spirit. When somebody calls you a content creator as a freedom fighter, it doesn't mean to degrade you or to disrespect you. It is not a disrespect, but some of us get offended when we are called content creator. That was when I saw this very post, it caught my attention. And look at the definition of a content creator that he posted. He said, a content creator is an individual or entity that produces and shares information on media through any channel, typically for digital distribution, with the goal of entertaining, educating, informing, or inspiring a targeted audience. Content creators use various formats, including text, images, videos, audio, and can work across diverse platforms like social media. You see, why this is important? You know, some of us, we are too lazy to look into these issues. That is why we get offended so easily. We don't look into issues. So when I saw this, it really caught my attention. I say, I'm going to bring it up when I'm doing my program. And what he wrote is very important. We need more content creators. And this is how we can be able to take over the media, not allowing the government of Nigeria to change the narrative as they are doing today. This changing of the narrative it concerns me a lot because that is my department. It worries me a lot because it has to do with my own department. And because it has to do with my department, that is why I am concerned. That is why I am worried. That is why I talk about it. We need more content creators to push our agenda and make sure we are not stopped. When somebody calls you a content creator, don't get offended. It does not take away your freedom fighting spirit or your freedom fighting qualities. In as much as those who say it just say it to demoralize you, they say it just to discourage you, they say it just to make you feel inferior. But I bet you, judging from the meaning of content creator that we have seen now, it is not an insult. Don't allow that to discourage you. And we need more people to be able to push our message, more especially at this critical time. We need to push that message. Push it much more harder than we are doing. And I believe if we do so, Chukwu Okike Abịama will be on our side, and we will definitely win the battle, regardless of what the enemy's plan are. So, my fellow Biafrans that are watching, this is one of the important message I said when I come, I am going to visit it so that we can be able to digest it also, and you can equally help and share to other Biafrans. Let them get to see it, that we need more content creators to push our informations, not allow the zoological republics to continue this angle of changing narratives. They are bent on changing the narratives, and they are doing it by all means necessary. They are doing it by all means necessary. They don't really care. And the part of it that is disturbing me is involving our own people on the ground. Remember, these people understand that the Biafran people today, the Biafran government have proven from day one, when Mazi Samarak was here, from government in exile to the United States of Biafra government today, the government of Biafra have proven that they are in charge, on the ground. They have proven that they are in charge on the ground. And one of the ways we were able to prove that we are in charge on the ground was through that very sit at home. Sit at home. We used sit at home to prove to the whole world that we are in charge. And that did not go down well with the politicians. You know, tomorrow is Monday, and tomorrow is sit at home. That is why I tell people, you don't know the importance of sit at home, and you can't underestimate what we achieved through the sit at home. Sit at home was one of the things that gave legitimacy to the government of Biafra. The legitimacy that Biafran government has was gotten from sit at home. That sit at home showed the whole world that we are in charge of Biafra land. If not 100%, at least up to 90% control of Biafra land. And that is why the government went crazy. The politicians went crazy. They fought it right, left, and center. But today, because we are slowing down, because we are overlooking issues, that is the reason why the devil is rearing up their ugly head again. And they are pushing a very strong propaganda against the government of Biafra. They are pushing a strong propaganda. Some of us, because they have introduced division among us. They have introduced division among us. Some of our men on the ground are doing different things. Some are doing different things. So they create the impression that our men on the ground are not united, and they force that and push it. Now, they now see that gap, and they are using that gap today to preach against Biafra. If you think that they are preaching is against men on the ground, it is not. Whatever the Nigerian government is pushing today is against the Biafran government, not against the men. And they are trying to show the world that that very thing we claim that we are in charge, we are not in charge. They want to revise it by all. For the past 4 years or 5 years counting, every blessed Monday, every single Monday, Biafrans are sitting at home, and that speaks volume. That is on record. It is already on record. But they are now fighting hard to change that narrative. But some of us misunderstand this plan, and we think they are fighting only those men on the ground. The fight is against the government of Biafra. That is why we must not be silent, and we will not allow them to change that narrative. And every single one of us that is involved in creating any chance that is making these people to have this opportunity, please have a rethink. I have chosen the path not to blame anybody. I don't want to go the path of blame. Every single one of us have to take responsibility to join our hand today and make sure that the government of Nigeria is not able to revise the success we have made. when it comes of who is in control. Did you hear me well? We must do everything humanly possible to make sure that Nigerian government does not change the narrative of who is in control. That is their greatest mission today they are pushing. How are they doing it? With propaganda. They go to our people in Biafra land. They try to convince them that the kidnappings they are seeing is done by the Biafrans. The innocent life that been lost is done by the Biafrans. The destruction of properties that are seen is done by the Biafrans. This is the blackmail they are pushing. They will bring a video of where they themselves have gone. House. I have several videos, several pictures where the government of Nigeria, their military, went to destroy the house of Biafrans, burn down houses of Biafrans, take innocent life. They were captured on video. But unfortunately, I cannot share that video on social media. Most of you have seen those videos on Twitter. Only on X, that is where you can see those videos. On X. I can't share it here. I have them in handy as I'm speaking to you. I have it with me as I'm speaking to you. But unfortunately, I cannot share it here. I can't share it. But they are trying to change the narrative to tell the people that we are the ones that are troublemaker. And the most disturbing and painful one is that they recruited people like you, like me, the ordinary people. They have recruited people like you, the content creators that Allah Yejimako was calling upon, that are supposed to push the agenda of Biafra, that are supposed to push the human right abuse against the Biafran people by the government. They left it aside. The content they are creating is to project the Biafran struggle as the cause of the problem, when we know that it was not the cause of the problem and has never been. Before the government of Nigeria pushed down their military and begin to take the life of Biafran people, which started from the Python dance. Before the Python dance, there were no chaos in Biafra land. There were no loss of life. Nobody was dying, not the military, not the police, nobody was attacking anybody. All we are saying is that give us a referendum. That is all we said. Nobody was attacking anybody. It was this same Nigerian terrorist military that came and introduced chaos. The same way they introduced chaos when the people of the other group, Shiite group, when the Shiite group were protesting in Nigeria, they came among them, they introduced chaos, and they took the life of more than 1,000 people for no reason. In NSAS, people were conducting their NSAS program peacefully. The government came in and introduced chaos. And bad government that just finished yesterday, they still came in and introduced chaos. So this is a system that Nigeria have been operating for a very long time. And today, they are still using the same system in Biafra land. But we will not allow them to succeed in that. We will not allow them to push agenda with these their false flag operations in Biafra land. Every single thing today they are using against us to paint us evil are false flag operations conducted by them. False flag operation conducted by them. And we will not allow them to succeed with that their propaganda and blackmail. We will not allow them to succeed with their propaganda and blackmail. Yes, exactly, my brother S.O. It's just like when you're very correct. I saw what you wrote there. You're very correct. You know, when they were calling our Prime Minister content creator, it seems as if he's just a derogatory word. When you look at it, anybody can create content. Even Donald Trump creates content to inform people, to educate people. That's what but when people come, they use it in a derogatory way to make you angry. They use it in a way that will make us run back from it. And even up to today, some people don't want to be addressed as a content creator because they don't want to be content creator. That is why they don't post anything about Biafra. We are still on the same issue. we must not allow them to change narrative. We must not allow them to change the narrative. This is a project that every one of us is supposed to be concerned about. Every single one of us is supposed to be worried about. Tomorrow is Monday. Monday, sit at home. We have gotten to a stage where you don't need to wait for anybody to preach for you to say, sit at home. At this point in time, do not wait to see a flyer before you sit at home. Don't wait. Nigerian government, the politicians, they are doing everything humanly possible to revise that very thing that we have won. They want to revise that notion that the government of Biafra is in charge. That is what this is all about. That is what this is all about. But some of us do not understand. Some of us do not understand. That is why I have decided to choose a path of not blaming anybody, no matter how correct or how wrong you are. We can still make amends, except you are not for Biafra. If you are not for Biafra, then it's a different issue. It's a different issue. If you are not for Biafra, whether you do whatever you do, it is not going to stop Biafra from coming. Biafra will still come. No matter what you do, no matter your propaganda, no matter your blackmail, no matter your attack, Biafra will come. Let me tell you, it's just like a word in the Bible that said that if a human being refuse to worship Chukwuokike, that he can raise stone to worship him. In the same manner, in this project of Biafra, if we, the Biafran people, refuse to make ourselves an instrument of realization of Biafra, Chukwuokike will use somebody you think is a hidden, somebody you don't believe in, somebody you don't expect. Chukwuokike will use that person to give us Biafra. If the people who are supposed to go for this war refuse to go, Chukwuokike will by himself get people to do it because of his project. And I strongly believe in that. That is why I don't shake. Even though when I complain, when I see it, it hurts me. I think about it, I get worried. I will not tell you I don't get worried. I get so worried about the issue of Biafra. But I don't lose hope. I don't lose hope. The reason I get worried is that the prolongment of the time, the more we continue to listen to propaganda, blackmail, attacks, and all that, we continue to prolong the time, number of time it takes. The time that it takes to be prolonged. Please, as you join, share this program. Give a thumbs up and share. Don't just join. When you join, don't just be selfish and watch alone. Make sure that you bring one person at least to join you on this program. And while you join, if you have a contribution to make, either on TikTok or on YouTube, where I'm hosting the program, or in Facebook, if you have a contribution to make, send a request. Send a request. I will bring you in. If you're watching from TikTok, send a request. I will bring you in to make your contribution. You will make, you speak, and people will hear you. Those who are watching in other platforms will hear you. And if you're with me here in David Harbour channel, the link is already there. Click the link and join me on stage. I saw my brother Greg. I think the format is not very familiar with his number or this thing. He's not catching up. Most of the time when he comes on, it will kick him out. So, my fellow Biafrans, we must be really, really concerned about blow the trumpet, blow it more than ever. Through the sit at home. I'm not saying, I'm not going to explain it. I'm still going to use that video tomorrow, sit at home, to make the message of tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to play that program. How much I'm going to explain the effect of sit at home. How we were able to achieve what we achieved in sit at home. How we use sit at home to change narrative. So many of us already know. I am going to share it tomorrow. So we must not allow anybody to take away that weapon from us. It is a very, very strong weapon. Very strong. The effect of that sit at home, it cannot be overemphasized. It only proves that the government of Biafra is in charge on the ground. That is the proof. For more than 5 years, and say counted. It is a very strong proof. And today, the politicians, Nigerian government are sponsoring the propaganda to change that narrative, to make people believe that you are not in charge. And they are going campaigning house to house, home to home. Some content creators in Nigeria joining them, fellow Igbos joining them to push that narrative. It is a very dangerous direction that we will fight it. We will fight it. That is why every one of us is supposed to turn to a content creator. Every one of us. Turn to a content creator. Begin to speak to your neighbor, speak to your brother, your sister. The sit at home country, the instruction of Master Samaneka was that it will not stop. The only person that has the authority to stop it is Master Nandekano. And not inside. He will stop it when he comes out. He will announce it from his father's home in Afaribek. He will announce it while he is free, in a free world, not from the DSS. That was the instruction. And we see the achievement we have made through that. The only people that stand against it and continue to stand against it are those who are envious, jealous, ignorant, and those who are being paid and sponsored to make sure that Biafra doesn't come, because it doesn't come from them. And we must not allow them to succeed. We must not allow them to succeed. We must not allow them to succeed. Every single one of us, wherever you are, put every hand on deck and let us find this cause and get it right. We must get it right, no matter what the challenges might be. Never give up. Yeah, welcome, Kingsley Isaiah. Kingsley Isaac, are you there? If you can hear me, Kingsley Isaac, speak to us. Let's hear you before you kicked up again. Are you there, Kingsley?
My brother,
You're welcome.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead and speak to us, Kingsley. Diallo.
Please, in the issue you're talking about, one of us to speak. That is a good call. In a pool with a phone, I need a roof will be named me here.
Your voice is faint. Please, can you speak louder? We can't hear you louder. Your voice is.
Speak louder. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
This thing. Actually, this Biafra. We must be sincere to us.
True.
You can see that all the whole group that left us, I don't think any one of them is standing now. Every one of them USB is this. That is the only place Simon Ekpa asked us to stay. Until he came back. Mawa DPM. Reason very well. Before you, I have never attacked anybody, please. Yes. DPM yesterday, I was highly annoyed. And I cannot, but I don't know if me. In Haijiri Potana of Acho Biafra is because of the way eji na-egbu our people ka ọwa ọwụghị ya akwọ ihe a ji na-achọ Biafra. O doro anya na all these fools hapụrụ ebe a sịrị anyị nọrọ ga mepee their own. Omini gị na anyị niile joinere ha. Many of us did not join them. But ka CEO ka our deep fool ghara Friday anyị nwawu ndị Igbo hụchara ndụ n'anya mara na onwe ihe karịrị ndụ. You can't tell me na anyị na-fight for to protect our people. Anyị ma ihe mere the camp of our men is divided. Yeah, we know. Anyị makwa ihe mere our DPM arụghị ọrụ the way kwesịrị iji rụọ ọrụ at the first place because ị ga-akpọ mmadụ ọrụ nara ya egbe nara ya mma nara ya osisi isi ka o were rụọ gịnị. I don't blame her so much. I back her. I stand for her. But when some comment ọ ga-emeke, I will never stand for her. If na Ariam one day will ekwu against me na this struggle, ya hụ ihe ọnụ. Please, planting role m nwoke onye mega attack. I'm on one place ebe a gwara anyị nọrọ. You can't tell me na DPN gonna be agwa that na the fundraising na na-eme na na-eji na-elekọta ndị ahụ na-adịghị ike na-akpọzi Nigerian government, you do this. What? You don't know na that kind of rubbish. Just tell me. Ihe ji na-atụ ego na-eme fundraising with our men on the ground. You bụrụ na ịbịa na-ewere ego igere iji suppose iji were build our men on the ground. Were ya na rescue people, sick people, and then no logo. Where are we going? Just tell me, where are we going? These people are in our land. We need to chase them out.
Oh, he has been kicked out. He has been kicked out. Try to send the request again because of, and the problem is from the site that I'm using. The site is not friendly to some mobile connections. It's not friendly sometimes. So resend your request. I'll bring you back. Your voice was just cut in. Resend your requests. I can understand your grievances, and at the same time, I love the way you started respectfully to air your opinion. That was why I have always said it, that everybody is entitled to their opinion. Have your independent mind whenever you come to speak, with respect. With respect. No insults to anybody. No insult. We are not dumb. We don't have to follow sheepishly. I have always said that. But whatever you have to say, it is with respect. So I love the way you started, that every one of us know where we are. Where we are is where we're supposed to be. And things have to be done the way it should be done. And then look at your worries and your disturbances, your grievances. That is how to put issues. And I love the way you picked it up and the way you started. So I think if you're back, you can continue, Kingsley. Continue. You were kicked out by the site. If you are there, Kingsley, continue. Kingsley, are you there? We can hear you, Kingsley. I'm here. We can hear you.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm here, brother. Please, anyway, all network kick him off. So please, all I'm saying is, our DPM should look into our cry. Yale nyanya ne ha na arụ aka ya achọ m mmadụ ịkpọ ya ahụ ọjọọ maka na ọ na-arụ ọrụ. Listen, ihunu na amaghị na this struggle karịrị unu. Onye enweghị ni sabotu or to this struggle. I don't know if of fear. Because if I thought that no one remain on the ground, let the men come out now and fight. We need to chase these people away. Then, and I will severally. Enwunye na anaghị enwe nsogbu n'ụlọ ya. Ma okenye erigarịrị naanị ya ebiri. This our men on the ground Some of them have hid the truth now. We need to make peace with them so that we can fight these people. You don't plan to fight them, please. We need to talk to them. We need to calm their spirit down. Let me just tell you the truth. We need peace with them so that we can start action. Because you can tell me that, listen, now, a lot of people will be complaining very soon. The reason why IGN make contribution every time a fundraising is to fight the Nigerian government. Don't tell me you are going to say, screw this person on, sick people, let's go. What am I? That is an Ababuzi. Anya Gazine rescue our people from hospital. I don't need that. Or who heard that for? Please, I don't know. Please. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Kinsley. I appreciate you for your speech. That is the way people have to speak. If you have an anger, have a disagreement, you vent it out and without insult. Without insult. I don't allow anybody to be insulted, regardless who the person might be. We have to always be civil in presenting a case. And I love the way you came out with straight point, and you made the point very clear. And as you made that point, members of the government are listening. Many of them are following my platform and they are paying attention. So let us sit back and watch those things come, because just as you complain, not just from you, I have had the same, so many people say the same thing, had the same thought. So, but at the same time, we have to wait and see the government act towards this very direction that you just complained about. It is a legitimate concern. Personally, I see it as a legitimate concern, and I will accept it and tolerate it because it is being said with respect. Unlike people that will come here, that people will come, they will first of all abuse Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, abuse the Deputy Prime Minister, they don't want it, and they are not even part of the United States of Biafra and all that, and you end up at the same time disrespecting every other person, and then you expect us to listen. No. But the way you presented the case, you present the case as somebody who knows where he or she stands. And wherever you are, I preach it here all the time. Don't follow sheepishly. When you see things, what I say here, I say things here, not to force people to believe me, but for people to pay attention, sit back home, think about it, and then digest it. That is all we do. Every one of us, before you say a thing, you digest what you are saying, what you listen to, you digest it, and you can be able to come out with a very good response. So I thank you for your contribution, my brother. Thank you so much. And I believe that the governments are listening, they are watching, they are following this program. People are concerned by the special grace of Chukwu Okabiawa. We will see changes. So let's continue to move, because this is part of those concerns. This is why I love your line of thought, is because it has something to do with discussion I'm making today. I don't know why it's repeating itself. Can you mute yourself? Can you mute yourself, my brother Kinsley? Can you mute yourself? It's like repeating itself.
Okay. Okay.
Like repeating itself. Thank you. Yeah, it can stop. Thank you. So as I was saying, what's the concern that he just spoke about now also has something to do with this changing of narrative I'm talking about. This is one of the things that they are using to change narratives. Christopher Chukwuemeka Ezechukwu, the caller is not a distraction and he is not distracting. Christopher Chukwuemeka Ezechukwu, don't say that the caller, you must be an agent of distraction. This is the kind of mindset I don't want us to have. I don't want us to have that mindset. And most of us are having this mindset, and it is creating a problem to us. That when somebody have a different opinion with what you think is your own opinion, you term the person either a distractor or agent of the zoo or a saboteur. It is not good. It is not good. It is not good. When somebody bring a critical objection, or even a very constructive criticism, you have to pay attention to it. You don't just throw it out and say that the person is this, the person is a saboteur, the person is a distractor. No, that is not that. When we see distractors, we know. We will see distractors, we know. The very question that he posed and what he said was very punchy. It was very punchy that everybody that listened to him will definitely hear the point that he's making and why he made the point he made. So my brother Christopher Chukwuemeka is a Chukwu. Change that mindset. Don't just see somebody say a word because the person doesn't say it the way you want him to say it or what you have in mind. You term the person something else. That's not how it's done. Keep sentiment apart. Keep every sentiment or hatred you have apart and focus on the information that's being passed. If you don't understand it at that moment, allow that person's opinion to sink in. You can come out with your own objection. Or even as we are here, if you have a reason why things are happening the way it is happening that can answer the question that the brother put forward, you can just come in the way he just came in and you make your own point. By the time you make your own points, the members of the cabinet are watching and they're listening. And when they watch and listen, they see that your own argument is more superior than his. That is a point. You've scored a point. And the government will go back and weigh the two arguments that were made in the platform and then take a decision. Some of us don't know that the opinion of the public matters a lot. Public opinion, even in the court, before people are judged on a very serious matters, public opinion are looked into. That is why, more especially in the case of Mazen Nandekano, sometimes you see the zoo, they will throw something out. They will want to know how we will react. They want to know what we will do before they will know the kind of sentence or the kind of angle they will go. So don't just dismiss what somebody has said or attack it in a platform. It is not good. We have been doing that again and again. And I now support that line of thought. When we see distraction, we know what distraction is. When we see distraction, there is no doubt we know what distraction is. But when somebody is in line with what is happening, with the present situation, we are talking about the present situation. Are you happy the way things are? Are you happy with the news we are getting on the ground? Are you happy the way Nigerian government is the forefront today of changing the narrative of something that we know? Something that is truth. The truth upon which we are holding and building today. Nigerian government is going ahead to change that narrative every blessed day without anybody stopping them. Are you not worried? Are you not worried about that? That is why I don't want us to pretend about issues. When we see things, we look into it. We look into it. So we have to look into this. No, of course, the fundraising cannot be. It cannot be only for. It cannot be only for. He says it's not only for our army. Mazichuk, please. I didn't call him a saboteur. We are government. Our fundraising is not only for our army. You see, that is something. You see, that is something you've just said your own. You've just said your own according to your understanding, according to what you feel. And nobody's going to come here and tell you, why did you say that and why did you say so? Nobody's going to come here to say that. I hate to be creating these divisions that people want me to speak in a way that make us divisive. I don't want to speak in a manner that is going to make us divisive. I speak in a manner that will accommodate everybody. So when you are talking about men on the ground, we know who they are. Why don't you use the English language men on the ground? Forget about the title you give to them. Why don't you apply the English language of men on the ground that we know in this struggle? In this struggle, we know the English language that we use. Mazin Nani can use that English language to generalize everybody. Mazin Simon Ekpa use that English language to generalize everybody. And Mazin Nani can, in one of the videos I played on the other day, which I'm going to play tomorrow, I'm going to bring all these videos and play tomorrow because of this very issue that's coming up now, where he said, I am in support of everybody. He said, I am with everybody. And Mazin Simon said, I am with everybody. Everybody that is fighting for Biafra, that he is with them. So how do you accommodate everybody that is fighting for Biafra? The only way you accommodate them is to use that language men on the ground. You can keep the title you want for your own part, the own part that you want, your own part that you want to work for. Keep the title you give for them. Keep it for them. But when you use the term men on the ground, it is not a crime. It is not wrong. There is nothing wrong in using that. Anybody that uses that, don't go against them. It is to generalize and include every sincere people. There are many groups that are fighting for Biafra that are not sincerely, genuinely, that are not together on different ways where they are. And you don't have to fight them, nor push them away, nor demonize them, nor destroy them. No. So don't get angry or get quarreling with some. If we continue to argue about issues that doesn't really hold water, argue with little things. Meanwhile, we have a real problem that is before us. We have a real problem that is before us. I don't think it is wise. We must focus on the real issue. Focus on the real issue and try to accommodate everybody, regardless what their question and contribution might be, even if we do not agree with it. Even if we do not agree, we know how to respond and how to go about it. Not by insult, not by disregarding what the person has said. Every opinion matters. And that is whom the Biafran people are. Our people, Biafran people, are Republican in nature. Everybody sing it like a song. We are Republican in nature. So you must allow that Republican nature to take effect. If you don't allow it, it's going to be a very bad thing. Yes, I pray that it falls. I pray very well that it falls. That's my brother S.O. He wrote, he said the change of narrative by the zoo would fall big time. That's why every Biafran should be content creators to defeat the pseudo change of narrative, to blame Igbos for Fulani. Exactly. I wish everybody can take this as a project. Every single one of us. Take this as a project. Every morning when you wake up, post something about Biafra, the atrocities of Nigerian government in your platform. If you don't have platform today, go and create on Twitter, create on X, create on YouTube, create anywhere, create on Facebook. Even if it is the picture of Mazi Simon Ekpa or Mazi Nnamdi, post it and write something. Because that is what they are doing today. Something they are not doing before. Today, the Nigerian politicians have employed people today that they come online, and what do they do today? What they do today is to go and they will take video. They will go to those places that the military, those villages where military that have driven people away. You and I know that it is the military that born. When they were burning those houses in Imo State, every one of us saw it. In Anambra State, we all saw it on video. It was not the Liberation Army. It was not the Liberation Army that burned those places. Nigerian government terrorist army, terrorists recruited. They were the ones that were burning those places. But today, go to video, go to Facebook, go to TikTok and X. You will see people, they will go and video those villages. They will say, look at what the Liberation Army have caused. Look at the people who say they are fighting for Biafra. People who say they are fighting for Biafra. Look at how they made that village. They made everywhere deserted. How did they make your place deserted? How? A propaganda, strong one. Today, they are going house by house, organizing youths. They are organizing youth summit and youth meetings. And they are telling the youths, the people who are doing this kidnapping, taking cars. You see, where they caught cars, where they catch people, they say they park cars that were stolen, cars that were stolen. They filmed those places. They did not show us the people. Oh, we didn't see anybody that was captured there that's confessed. We didn't see the confession. They only show you the cars. They show you the cars. And they say, this place is the Liberation Army. This is where they were parking the cars of people. Where they go to where somewhere they say organ harvesting. This is where they were harvesting organ. This is where they were eating human flesh. They cook human and they eat. Even where they go and arrest court members, court groups, court group arrest, Fulani group arrest, they take the background and they focus it and tell you that this is Liberation Army's cost. They are the one that caused it. This is the new strong propaganda that is ongoing. And their target is to destroy the government of Biafra. That is why I always cry and say, we must work together. We must. It is a must. We must look for a way to work together and pursue this propaganda and kill it once and for all. The reason we were able to make it in sit at home was because we were together. We were sitting at home for 5 good years and still counting. Still counting. Sit at home every blessed day. Today, before, they tried everything to stop the sit at home. They tried propaganda. They tried false flag operations. They tried taking innocent life. They tried different kinds of things. They use the governors. They use traditional rulers. They use they use police. They use terrorists. They didn't stop it. But today, because they have planted division among us, they don't fear anything anymore. And now they have entered to be able to convince people to now destroy the sit at home that is the stronghold and pillar of Biafran government. They want to destroy the pillar of the Biafran government. And you are not worried. You are not concerned. Just like my brother Eso said, they will never succeed if every single one of us continue to do what we are doing. Tomorrow is sit at home. Tomorrow is sit at home. Go and look for any sit at home flyer you see, our old flyer, anyone you see, share it and let it go viral. Share it, announce it in your own platform, write it. Tomorrow is sit at home, no movement. Tomorrow, write it on your own. Continue to promote the sit at home on your own. The legitimacy that the Biafran government had was born out of sit at home. You don't just come and tell the world that you are in control. You have to show them evidence. I don't know how some of us think. Everything in this planet Earth, everything you have to do in restoration of Biafran government, it comes with evidence. You must show a proven evidence. It's not just by talking. We can say free Biafra for 1,000 years. We can sing free Biafra, free Biafra, free Biafra for as long as we can. But I bet you, if we don't do what we are supposed to do, there will be no freedom. If we do not do what we are supposed to do, there will be no freedom. So wherever you are, I urge every single one of us to take a responsibility to fill that gap. Do not allow anybody come between you and the fact that you know. More especially our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. Our brothers and sisters in Biafra, don't allow anybody to bring a false information to brainwash you against what you yourself have known and you have seen. It is disturbing. Every one of us should be very, very careful. This journey is not an easy one. It's going to continue to have different kinds of ups and downs at every given point in time. It will always have ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. Don't think we are going to have it easy. I have been warning about, even from the time, even Mazi Samoneko even said it. He said, after declaration, you are going to see more heavy propaganda and attack. Mazi Samoneko said it. He said, don't think that when you declare, after declaring Biafra, that the police and army will disappear. They will not disappear. You're going to see them. They will fight. They will fight until the final battle. They are not, even they will fight more than they have ever fought before. But today, some of us go and relax. They think it's a whole, oh, we have declared the Biafra. Every day you come, you declare Biafra, you declare Biafra. Declaring it is not the problem. The major difficult task is keeping that declaration, sustaining it, making it actualize, confirming it, showing it to the world, upholding it, sustaining it, sustain it. That's the right word. That is where the job is. That is where the job is. Because we have seen many people come before and make declaration. And remember, Mazen Nandekano said, his declaration will not be like the ones others have done before. It will not be like that. Wazirike have declared alone. Asere Dogoboko has declared. Some other people have declared in the past. And today, finally, we follow the real step with the mandate. And also, not just with one day, we show proof to the world that yes, we have the support of the people. How did we show the world that we have the support of people? By sit at home. It is the sit at home that gave Biafran government legitimacy. If you don't know it now. The only reason the world will pay attention to Biafran government, the only reason they will pay attention to Biafran government is because it is confirmed that the people have allegiance to Biafran government. It is confirmed that the people support Biafran government, that they are the one that voted him. And how do you show that? You don't show that in writing. You don't show that by coming online to make noise. You don't show that by talking. You show that practically. We have shown it through our self-referendum. And we show it through every Monday referendum for past 4 years and still counting. If you don't know how important sit at home is, you better do. You think it doesn't mean anything and the governors are fighting it. Federal government of Nigeria. The first time when we started, they say, oh, it doesn't concern us. So it is you that is suffering the Southeast. We said, okay, no problem. We could suffer. The same people that continue to tell us is that in a way they suffer. They are very concerned. They will not say a word without talking about it. Maybe they say don't concern them. They are not losing any money. Everything is okay with them. When we started, they say they're not losing anything. Oh, now we they lose. Oh, now. But after some time, what did they say? They begin to tell us how many billions of dollars the government is losing. On federal level, the state begin to cry. But the major fact is that the sit at home was a proof to the international communities that the people in the southeastern region, the old southeastern region, the present southeast, lower Kogi and lower Benue, that they don't want to be part of Nigeria. It is a proof. Undoubtable proof. Undoubtable proof. And so many of us didn't understand it. If you don't know how tough and difficult that the Biafra issue is, you better go and learn now. There is a video of Mazen Nandekano that I played when I was starting this video. I'm going to play it again. I want you to listen to this very message of Mazen Nandekano. I played it at the beginning of the program. I want you to listen to this message again. Let's listen to this message.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about.
Did you see that? That is how important this very Biafra issue is. And that is how far the enemy can go to make sure they stop you. You see what they did to Mazen Nandekan? You see, and the people that did that to Mazen Nandekan were his own brothers. His own brothers. They stripped him naked and they peed on him. Women pee on Mazen Nandekan just to disgrace him so that he will run away and say he's no longer part of the struggle. That is one of the crimes of Uwazirike. One of the crimes Uwazirike committed that we can look on today and we say, no, he went too far. He went too far. Out of greed, envy, and jealousy. He went too far. You saw what Mazen Nandekan went through, and yet he did not break down. The same thing is happening today as we speak. They are going to make you ashamed of talking about Biafra. And that is what they are doing today to change the narrative on the ground. They want to do it in such a way that you will not see any reasonable or responsible person talking about Biafra. Because they will associate it with everything that is bad. That is what they are doing to do. They associate Biafra with everything that is not good. Everything that is not good. They blackmailed it. They made people afraid of it. They made people feel ashamed to talk about it. We must rise up from every corner where we are and do not allow them to succeed. Every one of us must stand up, stand strong, be focused, don't get distracted. Will there be distraction? There will be more distractions are on the way coming. Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. More distractions are coming. That is why I urge everybody to have an independent mind. Have an independent mind and independent decisions. Whenever you hear a word, even as I'm talking, as I'm preaching, don't just copy what I'm saying and run with it. No. Don't just copy it and run. As you get the information, sleep over it, think about it. You have your own common sense. Reason it. If it's worth listening to, you go ahead. Share it to as many people as possible. Implement the ones you can implement. And those ones you know that are not necessary, you throw them and walk away. You don't need to fight anybody. You don't need to abuse anybody. You don't need to insult anybody. If you build the hard skin, thick skin, that's nothing that will shake you. Because the propaganda will not stop. The attack will not stop. The blackmail will not stop. The destruction will not stop. It will continue. We will continue to fight this battle until we leave the zoological republic when we will. That is why I'm so worried when our people forget the mission and we take ourselves as the challenges. And this thing you are seeing have been happening. From Mazen Nandekan, this thing has been happening every time. You see the same Biafran people, they will focus on their leaders, they focus on their self, focus on their brothers, focus on this. Blackmail right, left, and center. Sometimes even a genuine person, they will blackmail you simply because they hate you, simply because they don't like you. Even when you're making a very serious and concerned point, people will blackmail you, hate you, call you different kinds of names just to make sure they destroy whatever you're saying. Not because you are not making sense. You are making sense. But because of the hatred they have on you, they wouldn't want whatever suggestion you're making to fly. And I want us to listen to this message of Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. You know, I cannot go without using his messages to also drop and let everybody begin to look for the missing link. You add it up. Once you put things together, you can be able to be finding out how you are going to approach issues or what you are going to do. Let us hear this very message from our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan.
You were listening to some idiots hired by his new government to rubbish Biafra. You are listening to them. Gossiping about me. Oh, Nandekan is a prophet. He said this. And what the Nandekan is doing. Did he defraud you? Nothing. Then why continue this? They cannot answer. That was why Simon ever time to demolish him. Told Abraham, demolish him by your authority. Demolish your go and doctrine the God like this way. Objectively, you're asking me from map of Biafra when the map was there on the 240. You're asking me for my good maps, I will give you. You can't give to that. The Jews never planned to go to America. It was when I decided to go to the US. 4,000 of men last year. They also came up to say, oh, we are not Americans. Anywhere I go to, if I hold it home with you, they'll get me trust me. Yeah, look at the back. Oh, they cannot spoil the storm. You ask them, what have you contributed to IPOB? No. Then what did he steal from you? I don't know if they are part of new Nigerian movement, which is global. Let's destroy that the cargo. And as we have destroyed them, the glutinous who was wicked. When I do you're coming from Biafra and you're building a mansion tax system. You don't know those things will not done in Biafra. We are going to knock down every building and we will rebuild everything. Take conviction of them. Even the bad man security guard, they should be. They are part of side agreement. New Nigeria. Let's go down for New Nigeria. Me. You talk about New Nigeria. And what will the national are you a madman? A giant of Biafra. The stuff New Nigeria. Thunder will kill you, destroy you, and your name. These are the idiots. Right? The foreigners are coming. They are coming here. The Japanese are coming. So when I was telling you before, you didn't know. So you did not know before. You were deaf and dumb. When I was telling you before that they are coming, you didn't know. Imagine that they are coming. Useless set of people. Psychopaths. IPOB is consistency specified. We don't change. It doesn't matter what you do. You can write your garbage. You can yap and gossip from now to 2099. That is your business. We don't move an iota. Where we are is where we are. Our agenda is our agenda. We are not shaking. Not to the right, not to the left. Unshakable. Unshakable. Gossip from now till that kingdom come. Unshakable. Indestructible. This movement is indestructible. Not by man. I'm over the go. They have not given back to you to convince me to join the Nigerian movement. Who necessarily knows a bunch of criminals and bastards everywhere. I am a child of heaven. I'm a child of heaven. I don't engage in all this nonsense. Biafra is my mission. My parents died as soon as Elohim said it is there. Look at it, I've given it to you people. And he told them. Then I move forward and then get Biafra. Like a nonsense. New Nigeria. Turn the fire all of you.
You just had a strong message from our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was a very, very powerful one from him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when you listen to him, you will never get tired and you will never fall. If you are a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will shake you. Nothing will shake you. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It doesn't matter who is sponsoring it. It doesn't matter whether your brother, your sister. And you can see that what he's saying is just the attack that is coming from fellow Biafrans. Fellow Biafrans. Every one of us know when that happened. And Mazi Simon Ekpa came up and demolished that very toad. The man in the creek. And the other one that they call himself, what's that his name? The other idiot. Mazi Simon Ekpa came and finished two of them. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commended him. And that is what this struggle is all about. We commend each other. We commend each other. We support each other. The struggle is not meant for attack. It is meant for commendation. We commend each other. Everything you can do to make a contribution, you do it. That is what the struggle is all about. It is not about attack, propaganda, blackmail. No. That's not why we are here. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. We are supposed to be fighting the real battle. We are supposed to be doing things that we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be leading in the front. That is what you and I are supposed to be doing. Don't allow the enemies, the propagandists, don't allow their blackmail to get you. Most importantly, do not allow them to change the narratives. They will try, but no matter how they try, don't allow them to succeed. My fellow Biafrans that have paid attention to our message, I appreciate every one of you that have joined us. And you know, this is my evening program on Sunday. I don't take much time. Each time I come to broadcast in the evening, it is just about 1 hour, 30 minutes thereabouts. Because of my location, where I am, it is already midnight. I'm not supposed to be speaking by now. I'm supposed to be sleeping. But duty calls. I have to do what I have to do. So I appreciate every Biafran that is watching. Remember, tomorrow is sit at home. Tomorrow, sit at home, mandatory. Anywhere you are in Biafra, make sure you are part of the sit at home tomorrow. Write a message by yourself and share to your neighbors, more especially people in Biafra land. Share to your neighbors. Tell them. And those of us, wherever you are, share to your family members back home. Tell them that tomorrow, sit at home continues. That is our greatest weapon. That is the solidarity to Biafran government. It is not to an individual. It is not to anybody. It is to the government that declared the Biafra on the 29th of November 2024. That is the way we will get a recognition. To show that we still have that mandate. Come sun, come rain. Come sun, come rain, we have that mandate. So tomorrow, please, make sure you participate in the sit at home tomorrow. Don't allow anything to stop you. No matter how busy, no matter the kind of business you do, no matter what, even if you have not been joining before, please, this time that we have a competition, a trouble of them changing the narrative, make sure you sit at home tomorrow so that we can make a strong statement. Remember, we are entering into September, that Mazen Simon Ekpa will join us. September is a very peculiar month, a month that the judgment of Mazen Simon Ekpa will be pronounced. So we have to start. Some of us, I forget, Mazen Simon Ekpa did everything for Mazen Nandekano. Whenever Mazen Nandekano is coming to court, anything that will be a barrier, Mazen Simon Ekpa make sure that it's be removed. Today, Mazen Simon Ekpa is in the hand of the enemies and he's coming to court. He's coming on next month. We must do everything humanly possible to clear ground for him to be freed by September. We must do everything to clear the ground for him to be freed by September. How do you do that? Make sure that the legitimacy of the government continues. Make sure that the things remain the way it was while he is here. Make sure that the actions continue in Biafra land. Make sure that the sit at home continue. Make sure that that mandate upon which he worked continue to go on. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafrans. Guide and protect mainly people in Biafra land. No weapon of the enemy will get you. May Chukwu guide and protect all our leaders. We ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for Dr. Ngozi Orubueze, the Deputy Prime Minister. And we pray for Master Simon Ekpa for safe landing. September, he will join us and no evil shall befall him. Any plan they make against him, we come back to them. Pray for Mazen Nandekano for divine revelation, for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, for strength, that very soon he will join us and we will all celebrate together. Thank you so much for joining me on this program. I appreciate every one of you, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Don't miss tomorrow morning's program. It is going to be a bombshell. Be with us here tomorrow. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I come in so that we can start early and end up early. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be here. It will be a bombshell. We'll be sitting at home tomorrow with the Biafran people as they are sitting at home. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
ajọ ihe ka iwe du anyị n'ụzọ ile nke ezi omume gị ka iwe wezụgara